What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Daily Red Pill. I am back today, about to knock out a 6-hour shift on this computer, editing a commercial for a client. And first, I want to say, yes, guys, I do look pretty fucking rough. All right, it's definitely time for a retwist. I usually pride myself on keeping my dreads beautiful, but it's been super busy. Listen, today we're going to talk about sticking to the plan. I have talked about this plenty of times before, but the reason why I'm so inspired to re-speak about this again, I went on, obviously, these events, as I stated yesterday, for work purposes, and I like to consider myself a very fit guy, right? I left a week ago to Vegas to go film for about 5 days, and I definitely had the time to do what I needed to do, 110%. Now, these work nights required late nights. I was filming a bachelor who does a lot of cool shit, and he kind of wanted like this super cool promo video for one of his courses to show off his life, and it's an entire cinematic travel video, basically. But I definitely still had time to get what I needed to get done. But somehow, over the course of the last week, me being home, didn't really have a nice gym in Vegas. Obviously, on the west side of America, people are still, tripping balls about Corona. Not saying it doesn't exist, but I live in the South, so we don't really actually, pay very much attention to that kind of stuff. And therefore, we just don't really have anything locked down over here. So I'm used to having my own gym, you know what I mean? I'm used to having a gym that we can actually work out with. So I get over there, there's no gym in sight. First day, I decided, okay, well, screw it. I'm just going to do some cardio. At the very least, cardio is like the bread and butter of how I work out because it keeps my calories in check. My caloric intake in check and my caloric deficit. Well, that happened the first day. Then after that, I didn't do it anymore because I just felt like I was on vacation. I went to vacation mode, basically. That's not the case for you know, the real, if I could say that much. And what I mean by the real is real guys, man. Come on now, real men. There's no off days from your health, man. I have to say that to you guys right now. I'm embarrassed to say this, but this past week I put on 10 pounds. This guy my client, he's a hefty guy. He's great, but he's a hefty guy. Luckily, he's tall, so it evens out pretty proportionate. It doesn't look too bad on him, but he should definitely lose some weight, but love him to death anyway. The reality is, I let the situation get the best of me, and his habits kind of started leaning onto myself. Went into super vacation mode, put on 10 pounds this past week. That's unacceptable. I was working so hard to lose those 10 pounds for the last month and a half, so I'm trying to let you guys know right now, as long as it takes to lose it, you can put it back in that. You can put it back on that quickly, guys. It's so sad to say that. I literally spent the last month burning off those 15 pounds, sticking to a stable diet. And then I went there, and the food we ate wasn't that bad. We just had too much. The quantity was too high. You know what I'm saying? I usually eat at max 3 very balanced meals per day, and I enjoy those meals. Usually they consist of tacos, which, believe it or not, are low calorie and a lot of protein. And then a couple of protein shakes, which that might also have something to do with it. Is that my protein shake definitely helps me with my weight management. It's basically the only thing I eat in the morning, and it does have it's whey protein supplement, so it's got the BCAAs, and if you stop eating those daily, especially for a week, it can throw off your weight management. You know what I mean? And of course, the most consistent factor of all of them, which 110%, I definitely probably could have done better at, but it was hard. I'm not going to lie to you about that one, is water consumption. I drink a gallon a day, if not a gallon and a half. And that is the key factor in making sure I'm not bloated or my weight. And it's a key factor in keeping my weight management down. So I didn't have that either. All in all, basically, it was just a complete flop. And I'm telling you guys this to let you know that when things start to go haywire, the best thing you can do is stick to the fucking plan, okay? Whether it's for your health, whether it's for your career, whether it's for life in general, your relationships, when things start to go haywire, divert back to what you know, because it's not about being, at that point, it's not really so much about being uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is okay. Diverting back to your plan in an uncomfortable situation is uncomfortable because now you have to figure out how to make it all work amongst all the mist, okay? The plan is what's going to help you stay on track. That's why you have plans made. So you need to stick to the plan no matter what. There are days where you're going to need to be uncomfortable, where things might switch a little bit. But the core, and you get what I'm saying, the core of those plans that you want to, that the core of those plans that you have laid out, the foundation of those things That's what you want to stick to no matter what happens. So what was my core for the situation? My core for the situation was no matter what, I needed to get at least an hour's worth of workout in per day and watch how I ate. That means I can eat. I don't, stunt myself from eating anything. I'll eat whatever I want to, but I'm food conscious, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna overeat. I'm not gonna stuff myself, because for what? You know what I mean? That's the fucking problem with Americans anyway. We overeat, we stuff ourselves with bad shit. And my body doesn't even crave bad shit anymore. And thankfully, this guy, it was all expense paid. That's a good thing. But this guy, he eats rich, nice, all that stuff, which I eat that kind of stuff too, but he does it big, you know what I mean? I'm talking about every single time we sat down, he ordered the entire menu, which is fucking awesome. But, I'm at Fogo de Chao. I could eat all the steak in the world. That's great. Lots of fucking protein. Also comes with a good bit of fat, which is okay if I'm going to do my exercising daily. But when we start throwing all the fucking bread rolls on the table, and I'm eating all that on top of all the fats and all the bread, it becomes a problem, right? So instead of being strong, I remained weak. As I said yesterday, a moment of weakness, more like a week of weakness. What would have helped me, just like it would have helped most men in their situations, sticking to the plan, man. When you start to get lost and confused, you get dazed, you feel like things aren't going according to plan, go back to the plan. There's a reason why they're not going to plan. It's because you have diverted from the plan. And the plan is supposed to help you. It's supposed to keep you from situations like this. It's supposed to stop situations like this happening. Men know how. Real men know how to stick to the plan, okay? And, smart guys. You don't even have to be this crazy alpha dominant guy. Smart guys understand too. When it's time for things to start fucking up, it's time to get back to the fucking plan. Get back to the mission. Get back to the purpose. It is the reason. It is the purpose. It is the goal. Is the mission. Once this is in front of you, as long as you look at it, success, no matter what the occasion is, success is assured. But the second you take your eyes off the prize for any distractions, whether it be a pretty fucking lady or some nice bread rolls on the table, you are going to set yourself back. However long, I'm not sure. It's different for everyone. But I can tell you right now, I worked for a month, and my return on that investment was losing that entire month of progress. So, and I did that in 5 days. So you do the math on that. I traded 30 days of hard work for 5 days of weakness. Not a good look, right? Don't be like me. Don't be that guy. Don't be in that kind of situation. If it does come, just understand, guys, the fun is going to end, and what will matter when it's over is that you stay to your plan. Guys, I could have had all the fun in the world and still watched my diet and worked out every day. It wasn't going to change anything. I just decided I wanted to be lazy and join the crowd. As alpha males, we are not riffraff, okay? And I still hold myself to a higher count. I just had a moment of weakness. No, not everyone is perfect, but I'm going to hold myself to a higher standard, especially since I'm giving you guys these tips and knowledge. It was a mistake. I fucked up, and I do own that. And I'm just sharing this information with you guys so that way this kind of shit does not happen to y'all either. Thank y'all for watching this video. I will see y'all tomorrow for another one.